What's up, everybody? It's your boy back again. Another beautiful day, man. It's frosty outside. It's February. It's still Black History Month, so you know I got on the all black, man. You feel what I'm saying? If you're not black, go ahead and unsubscribe. Don't do that for real though. I need the money. But of course, I gotta tell you about how my weekend went, and my weekend went pretty alright. You know what it was? It was me working and sleeping, which I hate working, but I do like sleeping, so at least I was able to do that. But aside from that, you're probably wondering, why do I have on this funny little hat? Why do I look like I am about to go safari hunting in the middle of Australia or some shit? Hear me out, right? Because for today's video, we got to do some discovering, all right? We're like Christopher Columbus, minus all of the murder and all of the racism, right? We're gonna go discover some music. I have to break down the just the art of music discovery, if you'd even call it an art, and just how to go about finding new artists yourself. This video is going to be too complicated. I'm not going to send y'all on some crazy ass depth through like the fucking black web just to find some like unreleased Death Grips album. I wouldn't do that to y'all. But what I will say is that when it comes to being a music reviewer, you have to be somewhat musically eclectic. I mean, of course, y'all seen the stuff that I reviewed. I've reviewed all kinds of shit, man. For me to be able to truly get the full spectrum of the stuff that I'm reviewing, I have to be able to listen to everything and anything in between from any place in the world, so I can understand just, you know, different sounds and how different things are structured, so I can really see what I'm into and what I'm not into, just to be able to make the proper review. And I mean, flash forward to today, I am now banned from using the aux cord in like anybody's car. But if you want to be just like me, I'd advise you stick around for the rest of this video. Now, before I continue, I do want to give a quick shout out to my boy Frugal Aesthetic. He made a video like a long while back that I watched that kind of gave me an inspiration for this, and it was talking about like finding your fashion North Star, and that's kind of essentially what I want to do with this, because I mean it's kind of on the same line. I want to be able to explain to y'all, you know, just finding the kind of details that more align in the artists that you listen to now, and kind of just jumping down that rabbit hole from there. For me personally, I am a big ambient music fan. I love ambient music. I like stuff that allows me to clear my head after a long day of considering to end it all. And when it comes to ambient music, man, it's something about that's just that calming, easy feeling that it gives me. You know, it allows me to really be in my own headspace, to really just kind of relax. Sometimes I don't feel like dancing. Sometimes I don't want to get up and shake my booty, man. This ain't High School Musical. We will not get up and do sporadic bullshit and front flip off the table, okay? Instead, when I listen to ambient music, it makes me feel as if like, yeah, I'm like one with the universe, man. Like, maybe today I won't conquer the world because that costs too much money, but tomorrow I might win the lottery, and guess who's your leader now? Maybe when I needed something that was just, it was less experimental, just something just straight up just drone, bro, just straight up just noise, nature sounds and bullshit, right? I started listening to Sleep Research Facility. More specifically, I started listening to their album Deep Freeze, which their song names of course are just a bunch of fucking coordinates, but absolutely amazing music. It, like, yes, when you listen to it, you're just gonna be like, yo, where's the music? All I hear is wind noises. But like, maybe that was just the point. Maybe those wind noises are telling you to chill the fuck out. Because I'm not gonna lie, this project, man, like, it takes me from 1,000,000 to 0 immediately, dude. 72 degrees by 49 degrees is absolute peak music, and nobody can tell me otherwise. But maybe you can't exactly pinpoint your musical North Star by common denominators or whatever the fuck, right? So maybe you kind of just gotta base it off of your personality. You know, that's what a lot of people tend to do. They like to base their music tastes, you know, to be more a reflection of themselves, which is cool. If you're a more simple person, you like simple shit, you like going to like farmers markets and shit, you know what I mean? You like wearing boots or whatever the hell, dancing in the rain, all that corny ass shit. I would recommend Living Hour and their project Someday Is Today. They got a couple of bangers on there. My favorite track from there is Miss Miss Miss. I think it is the most pleasant song in the universe. I would totally listen to that song when I'm shopping at my local Harris Teeter. Oh yeah. Maybe you're somebody who's more eccentric, somebody who's a bit more out there, really likes to put their personality at the front, then I would recommend artists like Kamo or Underscores, maybe 100 Gex if you're a little bit annoying, or maybe you're just like a smidge pretentious and you like to kind of base your opinions off whatever you see on the internet. Then I would recommend like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye West, or OK Computer by Radiohead, because that's what pretentious people listen to. And it's not like it really takes a lot of work to even find these projects either, because it's like there's so many different sources and shit like that out there to be able to help you discover music. You know, you got Album of the Year, you got Rate Your Music, you got Pitchfork, kind of. You got YouTubers like Fantano, also kind of. You know, you got Reddit, which you would really take with a grain of salt, but I digress. You know, I personally use albumoftheyear.com when I want to find like new artists that drop new projects that not a lot of people know about, and I want to feel like I hopped on the train early until the moment that they get mainstream, and then I start hating them because I'm no longer unique anymore. But I would also recommend using Rate Your Music whenever you feel like you don't want to be out of the loop on a bunch of like quote-unquote obscure albums that people in online music spheres talk about whenever they want to feel special, even though you just found out that, oh yeah, these albums are like top 50 on Rate Your Music. What the fuck are these people even talking about? Or, you know, if you just really want to base yourself in other people's opinions, you could totally watch people like Fantano, or like browse r/music if you want to be a little bit racist. Or you can go on Pitchfork if you just want to hear dumbass opinions. But if you're just looking for the recommendations, all of those are fine as well. I mean, the Fantano Forever sub is like kind of fine if you want to find new music recommendations. They're a lot better than r/music. Do not browse r/music. That place is so toxic and just racist enough to not call you the N-word. Pitchfork, that's just another blog. They do like music reviews and stuff like that. They're just essentially me, but they're like not funny. And then even on the note of like Fantano and like other music YouTubers, like Sean C, Brad Tasted Music, Hive Mind, if you'd even call him a reviewer, and then even like myself, I feel like you take us all with like a grain of salt, because at the end of the day, half of us don't even really take it seriously. The other half needs to like log off Twitter, and then you got like one guy who just never knows what the fuck he's talking about. But yeah, I mean, that's basically kind of what it comes down to, I guess, on the surface level of really searching for music. At the end of the day, alright, the most fun part of music discovery is, I would say, the journey. You know, in a sense, you're kind of learning more about yourself as a person with the kind of music you end up discovering, you know, on your journey. I mean, you're able to learn so much more just about like song structure and finding little details in songs that click with you more than anything else, you know, and just really seeing what hits and what doesn't. It allows you to really talk about shit. If you're a hip-hop head watching this, the more different angles of hip-hop that you listen to, you know, the more it's able to really allow you to break down what you like and what you don't like in hip-hop. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I didn't plan this video out well. I didn't put enough notes down to actually match the time, so. But yeah, for me personally, it was mainly just browsing online blogs, man. And then at a certain point, I just started following like a lot of pages online on Instagram and stuff like that, and even they started showing like some obscure artists. I listen to like a lot of Boiler Room sets because I like electronic music, so I listen to like a lot of Boiler Rooms. You know, I'm like, yo, what's the track ID? I pull up the Shazam, they got a track for me. To an extent, it can be a little bit tiring, but maybe that's just me, because I've had points where like I will get so desperate to find new music that like I won't even go to sleep until like 3 in the morning, and then once finally going to sleep and then waking up at like 7 in the morning, I'm like dog tired. But I'm also like really happy because like I just found a new artist that only has like 500 monthly listeners on Spotify. But I don't want to keep y'all too long, and I don't want to keep myself too long, because I'm recording this shit late as hell because I'm stupid as fuck, right? Music discovery is fun. Please tell me whatever the hell y'all have found and what you're listening to currently that has less than 100,000 monthly Spotify listeners in the comments while you're liking and subscribing. I need to wonder why is my dog barking? I'll see y'all later, man. I gotta go. Peace.
Principals always look like lesbians. Mom?